I'm channeling that song by Mariah Carey, Why Are You So Obsessed With Me? I think that this person does have a pretty deep-rooted obsession with you. It almost stems into compulsive. It's not a dangerously uprooted, like, traumatic response that it seems like they're having, but it does feel like this person is quite surprised at how obsessed they're finding themselves with the situation as well. It's sort of like they just didn't expect things to feel as strongly as they have started to kind of pile up on this person's shoulder. I'm definitely feeling this like heavy weight, and I've been feeling this all day. I put this reading off earlier because I was like, I don't know. And my tarot account's been a little bit funky here and there. Energy of the waves, but I think that this like heavy shouldered energy is this person feeling a little bit confused about why they have such an attraction towards you. The siren was coming out, so this could be a situation where this is not something that's normal or looked at as like a normal relationship. There could be an age gap here, or for some reason when you're in public you could get attention from people around you because, again, it's not a very conventional relationship. I feel like this is more of something that's along the lines of I just feel like the relationship that the two of you share, you don't see often. Take that how it resonates. But we have the stone coming out too over the poet, so I do think that something was said here. This person is they've been actively trying to express their emotions to you about how strongly they feel about you. I want to say that in your energy, you're very focused on yourself, and you're coming off as someone who is like very focused on self-care, very focused on your own job, your own life, your own family, friends, so on. That this person, if they do play a part in your life right now, this obsessive or compulsive energy that they are bringing towards you, you're kind of like, I don't know if you've shifted yourself to be over it, or if you just shifted yourself to be over obsessive energy in general, but you're not like falling in love for some sort of love bombing, or maybe something that you would have done in the past. You're seeing yourself before you see this other person's actions, so you don't make any moves on account of what they're doing. Do you want to be with this person? Like, in their energy? Do you romantically want to be with this person? Okay, well, we have released jealousy here. Focus on your priorities, no more complaining, and it is safe to receive. The trend that I'm seeing right here on release jealousy, focus on your priorities, and no more complaining. Was there a jealousy problem here between the two of you? It is safe for you to receive is also coming out in reverse. So could it be possible that you didn't feel? Maybe you didn't feel adequate in this relationship, or something wasn't showing up properly for you. When it comes to if you wanted to be with this person romantically, it looks like there were things in this energy that you didn't feel were practical for you. Sever vows of poverty is coming out in reverse, and release resentments about money, which is actually kind of strange that both of them are like sort of the same dialogue. So I do think, considering that we are getting like a double confirmation on that, there's something here that might have to do about jealousy and about money, about your finances or your employment. You could have had jealousy over where you worked. Like, why am I getting like if you worked at Hooters or like what are those, like Twin Peaks, or if you worked at a place where maybe you were like overly hypersexualized, or where a lot of men would show up. I'm even hearing like you worked at a barber shop, so like you would encounter a lot of men, or if you were a masculine, you would work in an area that encountered a lot of females, and like a gym or something. And I'm just getting this idea that somebody wasn't very comfortable with somebody else's line of work. So there was some sort of pullback here with the focus on your priorities coming out in reverse. There was definitely a lot of negative emotions put towards small little things that probably didn't really matter in the moment. It probably felt very like, oh, why is that guy talking to you, or why is that girl looking at you, or why did you smile, why did you say thank you. It's like in the moment there were probably very heated things that triggered you or triggered some sort of wound. But I feel like over time, long term, looking back at this, I do think that you see it as like, it made you feel unsafe, or it made this other person in your energy feel unsafe when it came to the bond of this relationship. But it still hasn't slowed down this person's obsessive tendencies towards you. I want to see what exactly they are obsessing, like where is this obsession being poured into, because I just feel it. I feel it coming out. But words of abundance, and then have courage to ask for help and receive. That's funny because it fell right above, like right on top of, it is safe to receive. Have courage to ask for help. Have courage to ask for and accept help. Asking for help is a sign of strength. It is accepting it as it is offered to you. Very often when you ask God for help, prayers are answered through other people. Be sure to accept this assistance as well as give it to others as you are guided. You could be trying to go to God or your spirit guides about this recently. You could have just been kind of bringing this up, like, give me a sign if I should, if this is for me, or if this person is for me. That could be something that you've been like trying to say to yourself lately. I think that with the have courage to ask for help or accept help, why do I feel like your energy is a bit, because words of, let me see 1 second, hold on. Okay, so I went through and I read no complaining, and in it, it basically says that when you're talking about or describing your own financial well-being, or even the world, like the state of the world, you want to talk positive. Like, you want to always describe the situation in a very loving and optimistic way. So I wanted to, like, I meshed it into my brain, apparently, and I've released resentments about money, and then you have released jealousy. Focus on your priorities. No more complaining. I do feel like this relationship was fueled off of a lot of like heated emotion, heated moments, like fights and then making up, or like really passionate moments between you guys after like a very long time of uncertainty. But there was never any true because it's like a back and forth. It's a flip-flop of like the pancake, but you never took it off the pan, so you're like burning both sides of the pancake is how I'm envisioning that. So there was a lot of fights. There was a lot of like a heated fights in this arguments. I can't speak today. There was a lot of fights that I feel like happened in this connection, but they could have been over jealousy. It could have been over your workplace again, like I said, or maybe something like that, where you guys were just always on, like, I'm just seeing you as like victorious, the one couple that like you're connected, but you were always fighting, you know, like people knew you would always be fighting. Oh, Jade and I can't remember his name, but you know who I'm talking about. That's like the energy I'm getting from you two, is like you could have just always been at each other's throats. And I just feel like this person has this like obsessive or compulsive tendency towards coming towards you, and I do think they have some sort of resentment here too about it, about wanting to do that. Like their resentment grows because they want to do this. I don't think I can't talk again, but I feel like they're thinking like, they don't think they should do this. They don't think they should be the one to do it, I guess is what they're saying. This stone connects you to your solar plexus and your root chakra. This explains why the stone makes you feel safe, secure, and protected. It's exactly what I said you feel in this connection. You feel safe. You feel very protected with this person. But the issue is you guys were very heated. It's very hot. And like even in those connections, typically, you know, where you feel the most safe, sometimes they are the most traumatic. I don't think though that this person was a traumatic response to something for you. And then you got amber, which is always, when I see amber, it's like my, like, you think it's a stone, but it's not. It's actually like a tree sap. It's not a crystal. So its appearance is different than, like, you would look at it and think it's one thing, but it's completely different. So And then fire. It talks about being warm and fiery and brings feelings of peacefulness, inner warmth, and a grounding energy. You guys have this fiery energy towards each other.